Welcome to this video, How Can Home Modification and Assistive Technology Support Independent Living at Home? Brought to you by the Administration for Community Living under the Housing and Services Resource Center in partnership with the University of Southern California, Leonard Davis School of Gerontology. A home is more than just a house. It's a place filled with memories, a reflection of who we are and where we spend our daily lives. Home modification and assistive technology are two important strategies that can provide new ways to support living comfortably and safely in your home at all stages and seasons of your life. Because most homes were not designed with features and floor plans that meet individuals' changing needs, they're not always as comfortable, livable, and safe as they could be. This video invites you to think about your home in new and different ways by considering home modification and assistive technology. It will review the what. What are home modification and assistive technology? The who may be interested in home modification and assistive technology? The why is home modification and assistive technology important? The where are common problems and solutions in the home? And how to find home modification and assistive technology providers and funding. What is home modification and assistive technology? You may have heard these terms before. We'd like to share their formal definition with you for the purposes of this video. So, what is home modification? Home modification refers to making changes to the home environment to make daily living easier, supportive, comfortable, and safe. These changes can range from low cost to more expensive adaptations. Now let's turn to assistive technology, a related concept to home modification. Assistive technology, also referred to as AT, is a piece of equipment or product system with the goal of increasing, maintaining, or improving the functional capabilities of individuals with disabilities. Who may be interested in home modifications and AT? Well, a supportive home environment with AT can benefit people of all ages and abilities. At some point in everyone's lives, they've modified their homes for certain reasons or another to use devices to meet their needs. These changes are all part of our life cycle to support independence and our preferences. While everyone can benefit from home modification and AT, there are some stages or situations in life where they may be particularly helpful. A person of any age who has a temporary or long-term disability or faces a healthcare challenge may find themselves in need of home modifications or AT. Home modifications or AT could be helpful following surgery, an illness, or a fall to maximize their independence and recovery. Individuals who want to age in place or stay in their existing home as long as possible may also be interested in modifying their homes or using AT. Some people choose to age in place in familiar surroundings. Modifying the home and using AT can support this choice. Caregivers may also be interested in making home modifications or using AT. Caregiving can sometimes involve physical demands. Home modification and AT can make caregiving tasks easier and less stressful, physically and emotionally. Families providing care to children with disabilities rely on home modifications and AT to support caregiving. A supportive home environment not only makes caregiving tasks easier, but also enhances a child's ability to explore and interact with their surroundings. So, why is home modification and AT important? Well, there's many benefits to modifying your home and using AT. First, home modification and AT can enhance independence. By modifying your home and using AT to help with activities, managing daily routines can become easier, especially when faced with physical challenges. Home modification and AT can improve overall quality of life. They might help a person get back to enjoying activities at home that they may have stopped doing because they were too difficult or inaccessible. A very important benefit of home modification and AT is that they can increase safety at home by helping prevent falls, fractures, or other injuries. Another benefit of home modification and AT is that they can create an environment that can maintain a resident's choice of where they want to live as long as possible. Another benefit is that they have the potential to reduce expenses associated with home care and supportive services. For example, installing a roll-in shower with grab bars and a shower seat may avoid the need for a paid caregiver. Let's review 5 of the most common challenges in the home and then examples of home modification and AT solutions for you to consider. These 5 areas of the home include accessing in and out of the home, interior stairs, doorways, bathrooms, and kitchens. Challenge 1. Access in and out of the home can be a common challenge. Many homes and apartments are built above ground level and have steps leading up to the entrances. These steps can become an obstacle for small children, persons who are frail or having problems with balance or vision, and persons who use wheelchairs, walkers, or canes. Adding supportive features can make it easier for individuals to enter and exit homes. Solutions include handrails, ideally on 2 sides. Marking the stairs to distinguish the edge is helpful in navigating your steps. Or ramps that can be temporary and portable or permanently built to blend in with the exterior of the home, like a gradual walkway, can improve access to the home. When a ramp is not possible due to space, an outdoor lift system can be installed. This brings the resident up to the door without the use of stairs. Challenge 2. Stairs inside the home can be a challenge and present safety concerns. They can be challenging for anyone, especially individuals with increased frailty. Another challenge is seeing where one step stops and the next starts, especially if your hands are full, if you're not looking down, or if you have visual impairment. Some solutions related to improving the safety of inside stairs include marking the end of each step to provide contrast between steps, installing railings on both sides of the stairs to add support, adding lighting to the stairway to improve visibility and safety, and installing chair glides, a system involving an electric chair that takes a user up and down. A third challenge is moving through doorways. Most doorways are not wide enough to accommodate wheelchairs, walkers, canes, or even strollers. Raised thresholds at the bottom of doorways can be a tripping hazard, especially when using assistive devices. A round doorknob is hard to grasp for persons with limited hand strength. One solution for more easily moving through doorways is to widen the doorway either by widening the door frame or by installing swing-clear hinges, which add 2 or 3 inches to the opening without structural changes. Another solution to improve the ability to move through doorways is removing raised thresholds. Likewise, small threshold ramps can be added to smooth out the flooring surface. Another solution is to install lever-style door handles, which provide ease of use for residents with limited hand strength. Challenge 4, navigating in the bathroom. Wet, slippery surfaces in a small, cramped space can lead to falls and challenges with bathing, toileting, and grooming. Sometimes the toilet height can be too high or too low, which is not only uncomfortable, but can impact balance when getting on and off the toilet. Most showers have a bottom base that has a 3 or 4-inch raised threshold, creating a curve that can obstruct safe and easy entry and exit. Standing for a long time while grooming or while showering can also be tiring and unsafe. There are several helpful home modifications and AT solutions for the bathroom. First, grab bars can help prevent falls by helping individuals to steady themselves in slippery conditions. They come in many colors and styles. Choose a color that contrasts with the wall color for the best visibility. It's also very important that grab bars are installed professionally, since they must support full body weight with use. A bath chair helps facilitate easy transferring or avoiding standing on wet surfaces, reducing fall risks. A seat at the counter can lessen fatigue. Installing a handheld shower head makes it easier to bring the water to a seated position and also adjust to the user's height. A raised toilet seat decreases the distance required for a user to sit down or stand up, reducing strain on the hips, knees, and back. Some raised toilet seats come with attached handles, eliminating the need for grab bar installation. A useful but major modification is to install a curbless shower, also known as a roll-in shower, providing safe access for all users. This modification can reduce tripping hazards and provide easier access for residents who use assistive devices. Challenge 5, managing in the kitchen. The kitchen can also present challenges. Have you noticed how cupboards can be located too high or too low, and shelving often has deep spaces that are hard to access? Preparing food while standing can become tiresome, and due to limited floor space, accessing countertops may make it less attractive and uncomfortable for preparing meals. Home modification and AT solutions to address kitchen challenges include: use a reacher to access non-breakable items. Move frequently used items to the front of cabinets to avoid reaching and bending. Add seating next to the counter for preparing food, or remove cabinets to support sitting under the countertop. Install pull-out cabinets, drawers, or shelves to bring contents to you. When planning to use home modification and assistive technology, it's helpful to ask yourself several important questions. First, how long do you plan to live in your home? If you plan to only live in your home a short term, consider less expensive and temporary options. For example, a portable ramp. If you plan to stay in your home as long as possible, installing a roll-in shower or outside lift system may be worth the investment. Another question is, are you a homeowner or a renter? Homeowners generally have more freedom to make home modification, while renters may need to get permission from landlords for some changes. Under a law called the Fair Housing Amendment Act of 1988, landlords of structures with 4 or more units must allow tenants to make reasonable modifications to their unit if there is a disability-related need. Another question to ask is, what are the local and state resources that will provide home modification and AT solutions? There are many types of providers. We will share a few examples and contact information that will be listed at the end of the video. First, government-related resources can assist with home modifications and AT. The Administration for Community Living funds agencies focused on serving older adults and people with disabilities. These include Area Agencies on Aging, or AAA, which are non-profits that coordinate and offer services to help older adults remain in their homes if that is their preference. State Units on Aging, or SUAs, develop state plans that provide assistance for older residents, their families, and adults with physical disabilities. This may include funding for home modifications. The Assistive Technology Act Technical Assistance and Training Center, or AT3s, keep a list of state AT programs. Centers for Independent Living, or CILs, are local nonprofit agencies for persons with disabilities that may offer loans and grants for home modifications and AT. Also, private non-governmental providers can be a source for AT and home modifications. For example, nonprofit providers that may provide free home modification and repairs for eligible individuals. The Fall Prevention Center of Excellence at the University of Southern California has a state-by-state directory of home modification resources. A certified assistive technology professional is trained in assisting with the selection of appropriate AT. And there are housing and healthcare professionals such as contractors, remodelers, occupational and physical therapists that have training in home modifications. Be sure to ask about their experience and education. Another helpful resource is the Housing and Services Resource Center. It was launched by the U.S. Departments of Health and Human Services and Housing and Urban Development in 2021 to expand access to affordable, accessible housing and the critical services that make community living possible. Their website has information that could be helpful for you as you consider your home modification and assistive technology. Another question to ask: how will you pay for home modification and assistive technology? Well, you might be able to pay out of pocket. If that's not possible, there are alternative funding sources. Community, neighborhood, or faith-based groups may provide funding, donated labor, materials. AT loan closets. Some local agencies loan out AT equipment on a short-term basis. Governmental programs sometimes fund home modification and assistive technology. Programs include the Older Americans Act, Medicaid waivers, state and territory AT programs, and community development block grants. Some health and long-term care insurance plans may cover home modification and assistive technology. Organizations serving people living with chronic diseases may provide funding for home modification and AT. Our home is more than just a physical structure. It's filled with memories, reflects who we are, and it's where we spend our daily lives. Home modification and AT can provide new ways that support living comfortably and safely in your home at all stages and seasons of your life. We hope this video has provided you with some ideas about how home modification and assistive technology can support living at home. This video was brought to you by the Administration for Community Living, Housing, and Services Resource Center, New Additions Consulting Incorporated, and the University of Southern California Leonard Davis School of Gerontology. This slide contains a list of resources mentioned in this video and contact information. Consider pausing the screen to review and write down the information.